welcome back to Taste to Table. I'm Donna, and I am going to show you how to make coconut macaroons today. Really simple, really quick. Taste to Table is all about, simple and quick, especially if you work like I do. So, we are going to start off by putting 2 large egg whites into a mixing bowl. Now that can be a regular hand mixer, that can be a KitchenAid like I'm using, simply because I don't have a hand mixer, so, gotta do what you gotta do. So now we have our 2 egg whites in the mixing bowl, and we're going to start to mix that up. And I like to start off slow on that, just to get it incorporated. I really don't want it flying all over my kitchen because I'm not really into all of the cleanup. So we're going to put that up a little bit more now. And what we want to do is we want to get that so it's nice and frothy. I actually hate that word, okay? Just so it's thickened up, really. Thickened up is fine. We're going to add our sugar. And we just added that a little bit at a time. We don't have to, pour it in, dump it in. Just, we don't have to do that. Now I'm making a mess already, I can say. Clean as you go. If you clean as you go, it won't be overwhelming at the end. So while that is doing its thing, to that we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract, pure almond extract. I don't like to use anything that's not pure, that could cause issues, can cause problems. So, and this is gluten-free. This recipe is gluten-free, so all of your celiac friends, and they can enjoy it. So we're going to put this 1/4 teaspoon. It doesn't seem like much, but really it is. It really is. And I think that's just about done. You see how easy, how quick and easy this is? It's really incredible. That's done. We are going to show you what this looks like, because it's perfect. But like I said, I don't want to make a mess all over my kitchen. Okay. I'm going to show you this. Okay, you see how quick that was? Super, super quick. Okay, and it's of thicker consistency. Now, we're going to put 2 cups of sweetened shredded coconut in here. I use organic because I just like that. Okay, and we're just going to stir this up. And we're going to get that all incorporated. And this is really all there is to it. People think that, oh, you're making coconut macaroons. Wow. Yeah, they're really easy. Really easy. And I use egg whites. I don't like the recipes that I've tried with condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. It's just, it's too heavy. These are much, much lighter, much lighter. Okay. And that's done. I mean, it's done. That's it. Not a crazy amount of work. So, I already have a few on here, so we're going to add to that. And I'm going to take a small cookie scoop and just put that in there like that. And I mash it down a little bit so it stays together. I don't want it falling apart. Just like that. And we're just going to put it right on there. Easy, right? Yeah, that's done. Okay. You're going to put this in a preheated oven at 350 for 20 minutes. In the meantime, I already have some that I baked for you. So I'm gonna show you how we're going to do the chocolate. We're going to take, I like 60% cocoa chocolate, and they're just, you can get them in any grocery store. I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of heavy cream, maybe a little bit more, tablespoon and a quarter. Stick it in the microwave. And I'm gonna do this at 30-second intervals. Okay, here. I'm gonna do this at 30-second intervals and then mix it up and see what I got. Because these are completely done. So I am actually gonna take these to work with me today because I'm sure my work crowd will enjoy them. So I'm going to use a tin so I don't have to worry about bringing them back home. And we don't need that anymore. Let me grab a spoon. Okay, that was 30 seconds on the chocolate. Let's see what we got here. And it's not melting, but it's getting there. You can see how nice it's getting. And this heavy cream, or you could use milk. You don't have to use heavy cream, you can use milk. It's just so when it hardens, when it cools down, it's not going to be as hard as a piece of candy would be. So I'm going to do another 30 seconds on that. And these came out perfect. You see them? I mean, they're absolutely perfect. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Such a nice little thing. I cook everything on parchment, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you before, but I cook everything I possibly can on parchment paper and a baking sheet. It just makes cleanup easier, and I'm all about making cleanup easier. And it also prevents them from sticking. And that's really important. So I think this is probably done. I'll mix this up and we'll see. Yeah, this is done. Look at how nice this is mixing up. Pretty glossy. If you want, you can add a little tiny pat of butter to this. You don't have to, but you can. And this is still pretty thick. You know, I'm gonna add a little bit more. So make that 2 tablespoons of heavy cream or milk. It's just, I think it's because it's a 60% chocolate. If you're using regular, it's not going to, number one, it's not going to take that long. So I'm just putting it in for another 15 seconds and we'll see what that comes out to be, but it should be fine. It should be absolutely fine. And then we just take these little guys and we dip them in, just so they have chocolate bottoms. You don't have to. I mean, this is done. You can serve your macaroons like this. I'm gonna open one of those up and show you what the inside looks like. Okay, that was 15 seconds on that. Let's see how that came out. That's better. Okay, much better. Okay, yep, much better. And you're going to take it and you're just going to dip it in the chocolate. Swirl it around a little bit. And there's your chocolate bottom. Just going to put it in here. And I'm going to do the same to all of them. Just dip it in here. Just like that. And they will cool quickly. They won't stick. They just don't. I don't know why, but they don't. And just take that and just give you a little bit of chocolate on the bottom because they're really good that way. I'll wash my hand here. I don't really want to get it on the tops. Okay, so you get the idea. This is just really super easy. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to open one of these up for you and show you what it's like. I don't eat very many desserts, so let's just open this up and look at how beautiful that is. Nice and moist on the inside. And crispy on the outside. You couldn't ask for more. That is absolutely fantastic. I know someone has asked me to make a recipe using figs. They're coming into season now, and I'm going to do that. Thank you, Janie, for that. And I will see you next time on Taste to Table. Have a great day, everyone.